This might be what it looks like if Russia invades Ukraine. If war were to spark between these two nations, this is what most likely would happen. Russia is currently at its highest military readiness since the collapse of the Soviet Union. According to the International Institute for Strategic Studies, Russia's armed forces have 900,000 active personnel versus 209,000 for Ukraine. As of right now, there are 127,000 Russian troops on the Ukrainian border. Russia has a far superior military advantage compared to the Ukraine. According to experts, if Putin decides to launch an attack, Russia will have a number of options depending on what it wants to achieve, how much it is ready to pay, and how the West responds. In light of Russia's strong air and naval strength, any offensive would quite certainly include bombing raids, missile strikes, and cyber attacks, all of which could demolish Ukraine's military infrastructure, disrupt communications, and encircle ground forces. Russia would most likely invade during the winter. This is because the ground is frozen and solid, which is the perfect condition for tanks. Here are some of the tactics Russia would most likely use if they were to invade Ukraine. Cyber warfare. In early January, Belarusian hackers who were linked to intelligence agencies attacked a Ukrainian government website. Experts have said these hackers were thought to have been testing access and leaving backdoors into the system. Russia would most likely blockade Ukraine's ports. Ukraine's weakest spot is the sea. Russian warships might cut off the Ukrainian port cities of Odessa from global markets in the Black Sea. Former Ukrainian defense minister warned in June that such a move would knock Ukraine's economy to its knees. A Russian naval campaign would likely entail the capture of Snake Island in the Black Sea. Snake Island is controlled by Ukraine, allowing it to claim territorial waters, which helps protect its Black Sea's ports. Moving on to one of the worst case scenarios, Russia could take the eastern half of Ukraine. In order to capture control of the whole Donbass region, east of the Dnieper River, Russia might begin an air and ground campaign across the country. Russia could seize much of the east and demand a new political arrangement, as it did in Crimea. In summary, while Ukrainians may not be able to defeat a large-scale invasion, they may cause major casualties to Russian forces. The United States, its NATO allies, and Ukraine could impose immediate and painful cost on any Russian invaders.